Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back up. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Raven, 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to... The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Now it's Jackson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. There he goes, right side. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just